What's up, interwebs? It's your realtor, Jeremy. It's time for the Valley Market Update. This week, we're taking a look at some West Side cities. If you've watched this show for any amount of time, you know that once a month I like to give some love to some West Side cities. And my two favorite to look at are Peoria and Glendale. All right, taking a look at the graphs here for Peoria, you'll note that now these numbers are for May 2021. They've dipped quite a bit from April's numbers. Now, April was starting to level off a little bit, and then we took a dip. I suspect, and I'm expecting based off of some things I'm seeing on the market, that June numbers will show an even more pronounced decline in buyer activity. However, I think we might see a little bit of an increase in new listings. We'll wait and see. Listing prices have gone up pretty consistently in Peoria. Absorption rates kind of been sitting flat at a little bit over a half a month of inventory. The sold to list ratio has been increasing just like most other parts of town. I think we might start to see that level a little bit as opposed to continuing to accelerate. We've been basically on an upward trajectory over 100% since February, or since January, basically. Average sale price in Peoria, $471,704, up from $348,79, a 35.52% change. If we look at the year to date to give us a little more accurate number of what the appreciation level is, we're at 25.76%. Now, reminder, we use that year to date number because especially last May was when the market really kind of hit the brakes and we were like, whoa, what's this pandemic thing? What's going to happen? So our May 2020 to May 21 comparisons are going to be pretty stark sometimes. We'll see what happens in June. Days on market, 19, down from 45 last year. I remember last summer we thought inventory levels were kind of low. We had no idea. And here's a spread of houses. You'll see that just like a couple of our East Valley cities like Chandler and Gilbert, where they saw that shift to a higher price band as the most sold, we're right at the tipping point in Peoria. You'll see that 107 sold for $300 to $400 and 102 sold for $400 to $500. So I think within the next month, maybe even next month, we'll see that shift to where the major price point for Peoria is $400 to $500. Now I know you guys have heard me mention it more than a couple times on this show that Peoria is considered one of our emerging luxury markets. And you can see that at the bottom of the list there. We sold 11 houses for over $1 million in May of 2021. Last year, only 2, and those 2 were just in the $1 to $1.25 million range. This last year, we actually sold one between $2 and $3 million. Definitely seeing that emerging happening in Peoria. Hey, if this is your first time watching one of our videos, or maybe it's not your first time, but you haven't liked or subscribed before, would you do that? Because what that'll do is it'll help other people find the information that we share in this show, as well as lets you know whenever I post a new video. So if you appreciate the content in here, you want to know more, just click that little subscribe button that's down below the video and the bell will notify you whenever a new video goes live. All right, let's take a look at Glendale's numbers. Now, that graph of listings reminds me of a scene from Bruce Almighty. Yeah, it kind of looks like that. You can see that we continue to dip on buyers. Now, Glendale was kind of the first city we saw a dip in buyers, the first time all year we saw a dip in buyers. And I wasn't sure, I probably said it on the show, it was either a blip or we'll see if it's a trend. Definitely a trend. So the buyers have continued to go down. However, in Glendale, that's the one city, I think it's the only one I've seen that actually saw an increase in new listings that happened in May. Most of them had a decrease. Average sold price is accelerating at a higher rate than some of the other cities, and part of that's because Glendale tends to be a little bit lower price point. And for that sub $350 price point, those houses have been accelerating really quickly in value because there's so many people looking to buy in that price point. So that price point is one that really just, the appreciation is being pushed at a lot higher level. You can see that absorption rate increased, made a big jump in May, and that's because we had so many buyers go away and extra listings come on. There's still a lot of buyers, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying because of the dip in buyers, that's why our absorption rate is now a little bit over 0.7 months, which is still ridiculously low. But we've been sitting at just over a half a month for the last 4 to 5 months. So, yeah. Average sale price, $391,174, up from $281,447, a 38.9. It's a 39% change. That's dramatic. Look, the year to date, it's just a 25% change. Spread of houses in Glendale, we're definitely still solidly at the $300,000 to $400,000 price point. That's the majority of the houses that get sold in Glendale. The next closest one is the 4 to 5 at 73, so it's not even half yet. So I don't think that we'll see Glendale shift to that higher price band. Probably not for at least, my guess would be at least not for another 12 months or so. Maybe 9 if things keep progressing as quickly as they have been. And one other thing to note as to why the appreciation levels might be a little bit on the dramatically high side, look at the bottom of the list here. We sold 0 houses last year above $750,000 in Glendale. This year, we sold 13 for over $750,000, including one that sold for between $1.5 and $2 million. That's a pretty dramatic increase. Hey, I appreciate you guys checking out this week's Valley Market Update. If you want to see more of these videos, you want to be alerted when new videos drop, make sure you subscribe down below. And if you want a little shorter little snippets of what's happening in the inventory, over on my Instagram, I'm sharing 3 times a week some inventory levels. I also share some other fun information. Just this week, I shared some disturbing pictures of a listing that's actually out there. I'm showing you some pictures here on the side. Yeah. Gilbert in the front. Castle on the inside. It's crazy. Anyway, head over to my Instagram for quick market updates as well as some other fun things like that. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. I don't think we're going to have a Valley Market update next week because I'm headed out for vacation with my wife and kids. Hit that subscribe and notification bell so you do know when I post the next Valley Market update. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next time.